swole normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Yay. Hi. Testing, testicles, testing testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1205 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole. Oh, show us your Papa Swole O face right now. What's going on, beaches? Pinch your nips. The pinching works. It's like a cauldron. It's like you're getting the little steam out there. You're a witch and you're doing your spells and stuff. And you're like, I hope the Daily Swole should come back on the air soon. Oh, the pinching worked. Oh, maybe it was the rat's tail, or maybe it was the pinching of the nips. Yes, my precious, my pretty. Yes, maybe that's what worked. Well, we're here now, Papa Swolio and Papa Swolio. We are both here on a Swole Saturday. What's good, beaches? What are we training today? Are we training today? Yes, we are. We're going to be doing some, what are we doing today? We're going to do some fucking upper body today because my legs are fucked. Legs are totally fucked from yesterday. 2 days ago, I did yoga yesterday, but oof, that loosened things up. But man, I was sore. It didn't really loosen it worked it, but it worked it in a good way. It worked in a good way. Just like when you pinch your nips, it hurts, but it hurts good. It's not a bad thing. It feels good. It's that good kind of pain. We just got this long piece of hair that's just gonna hang down today, I suppose. I suppose we can put it back there, just hang it up on the headphones. We'll just droop it right. Should we just do that? Should we just do the dangle today? Maybe I'll dangle. Maybe that'll be like my new thing, like a rapper or something. That'll be like my thing. I'll have one long braid coming down just like this. We'll do the podcast like this. Should I like wet it? Should I lick it? There we go. All right. Well, I'm going to own that today. I'm going to own it. It's all right. I could just fix my headphones, but I think this might attract more attention. It's all about the attention, fam. It's all about getting the most attention possible. Anyway, a lot of you have been following me for a long time. You've been following me from the early days. Some of you have been here since the early hundreds, actually. So, I'm curious right now. We do this a little bit once in a while, see what episode you all started watching me on or following. So put that right now in the comments below. Put it right now. Type it in. What number Swolecast you started following. I've been doing this since the beginning of 2016. And I also started doing things like Musically, which is now TikTok. And I just I've been trying to get into my account. I don't know if any of you use TikTok, but I used it when it first came out, or early on when it was still called Musically, and built up a sizable following. I was posting. It's fun as shit, but it got locked out. Once TikTok bought, I've been locked out for a while. So I was kind of like, fuck this stupid shit. But as of course it's growing in popularity again. So I booted it back up, but it's at Papa Swolio. So if you do stuff over there, your kids do stuff over there, I'm posting all sorts of shit. And I just shared a little bit of my Instagram story. So in case you didn't know, I booted up back that one. I'll start from scratch. I have no problem starting from scratch. I'll start from fucking ground zero again. It's all good because it's the content that's going to crush. Just dropped a new video over there, which is pretty funny. I had a good time. 800s, 1205 Virgin here. Ooh, first time, Michelle, popping your swole cherry. Welcome. If it's your first time, we should have some kind of a hazing, don't you think? We should have some kind of a hazing for virgins. I think we should have like a swole version. I don't know how we would do that online. I don't know how we do that. I don't know how we'd haze people. But anyway, so let's see the news today so far. I guess if you follow or do anything or you use the app TikTok, you can go follow me over there at Papa Swolio. And of course, those of you that are on YouTube right now on the Daily Swole, you can also, brand new, just kind of spreading things out and going deeper with a lot of the content. The Daily Swole has its own Instagram now. So my main Instagram, Swolenormous, but you can also follow the Daily Swole on Instagram. And there's going to be a lot more posts coming, but please get in there and drop a couple comments. You're going to get a lot of the updates are going to be all the updates and guests and things and everything contextual, everything about the podcast is going to be on the YouTube channel, Daily Swole, and on the Instagram. So that's the best place. Those are the best places to get the latest, the daily, because I'm dropping stuff every single day here, of course, on this channel. And the Instagram will be, the stories, and the feed will give you content from all episodes of the podcast. So for those of you that haven't gone back into the archives, you'll have so many links and stuff and places where you can click, and you'll see that in the near future. I'll be making those announcements here where you can click on a page or you can click on a link and go and jump to specific podcast episodes, and I'll help you navigate that. Because a lot of you are asking about elimination diet, which episodes are that. You can go on Google and search, but I'm going to be providing a lot of that content over there. So go follow the Daily Swole on Instagram as well. Where's the gorgeous puppa girl? I just showed her. You gotta show up. You gotta turn on those notifications so you can get the pup cam. There you go. What's up, sexy beach? What's up, beach? What's going on, homie? Baby girl. Hello. Hello. You alive? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of puppy gains. Hello. No? All right. Ain't having it today. Ain't having it today. Papa Swole, don't give no fucks. Jude Koo, 24 hours without a smoke. You're still in the quitting tip, yeah? That freezing grass-fed beef, no cold turkey. Frozen grass-fed beef. I told you, get off the turkey. If you go freezing or frozen grass-fed beef, you'll quit a lot better. Don't go soft. Don't go soft with that shit. Don't go cold turkey. Get some beef in there. You want beef. That's the best way to do it. Best way to do it. Get that beef, yo. She's fat. Fuck you. She's not fat. I mean, she's fat. This is a Jack Russell body with a Chihuahua head. That's literally why she looks thick. It's because she's a Jack Russell and she's a Chihuahua mix. So she got the tiny head and she has the little like sausage body. But you're not getting imagine any woman laying in this position, no one looks attractive. No one looks attractive. This is as sexy as a woman gets in this position. You cannot look hot in this position. Except mama. Yeah, you good girl. Yeah, look at that. Draw me like one of your French girls. Yes, look at you. Yes. Yes, you sexy. Rising Phoenix is almost on a year next month of quitting smoking. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. What was that noise? Did I just get a text message? We can't be having that on the show. Where was that coming from? Let me turn off my alerts somewhere. Just got an alert somewhere. Anyway, all right, let's jump into it. So thank you so much for being here, fam. If it's your first time on the podcast, make sure you drop in the comments below. If it's your first time, we're busting cherries left and right. I am, let's see. I'm on a rage tip today about muscle confusion. So let me talk a little bit about training variety, because today I was going to do back and biceps and some pull for upper body, but I didn't really, when I did my pushing for this week, when I did my pushing day, because I'm doing generally 2 body parts a week. When I did my pushing workout this week, I didn't really go super hard. I did more of a lighter workout. So today I'm kind of feeling like doing chest and back like I have for a while, but I haven't done it recently. So I'm looking to mix things up, and I wanted to talk about that kind of shock value, that kind of random, that kind of what do you feel like doing in the moment? What is your body saying? And when you should be listening to this and when you should not be listening to this. So everyone throws around the term muscle confusion. It was popularized by P90X about 10, 15 years ago. And it got kind of over popular, and which is what really spurred the real explosion of CrossFit and these kind of random training gyms and random group exercise classes. That's what really exploded that whole scene, because people started thinking that, okay, muscle confusion or training variety, which is what it is, adding a different stimulus to the environment, whether it's a different type of exercise or it's a different adjustment for a training variable, whether it's shorter rest periods or exercise selection, exercise order, The weight you're using, the repetition scheme, the training volume, the training frequency, all these other ways to create variables in a workout. People kind of took that to an extreme and started making it random all the time. You're doing random exercise. Every time you go to the gym, you're doing completely different things, completely different exercise, completely different workouts. And we replaced, generally as a society, we replaced adding training variety with just variety, period. And because I think of social media, because of this type of quick cycling of content and the kind of shorter attention spans that we've procured over time from like the birth of electronics and video games and stuff in the 80s and 90s, really when it took off, and to now where we just don't really have any kind of attention span whatsoever. It's got to be fast, pop, 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 pop. So we're used to having this overstimulus and changing all the time. So we're seeing tweets, we're seeing posts, we're just scrolling. So now we change things up too much, and that can be a detriment to your progress. And I want to talk about it from that aspect. Training variety is great, and but I want to talk about the reason why we add variety to the training. And this comes down to your goals. In general, you don't want to add more variety and change the stimulus up and change what you're doing if you're seeing progress. This is usually a method of avoiding plateaus. And what a plateau is a decreased period of progress, whereas your body has adapted to the stress that has been put upon it. And that people don't really understand what plateaus are or how to really accurately judge a plateau. It's like, I haven't lost weight, I haven't lost fat in a week, or in 2 weeks, I'm in a plateau, or I haven't gained strength in a week, I'm in a plateau. Plateaus don't happen that fast. Your body makes little adjustments, positive and negative, all the time. It's like the stock market. You have days where the stock market goes down, then goes up a lot, and then goes down a lot, and then goes up a lot. Over 10 years, it might look like a steady increase, but from day to day or month to month, it's kind of up and down, up and down. So you're doing that all the time with body weight, with strength, with emotions, all these different things. It's not that you don't just go up. You don't just make progress continuously just because you're working out. It's not like you earned the ability to just always make progress. That's not how it works. You have to provide your body with the overload, with the stimulus, and then you have to give your body a chance to adapt. You have to be consistent. The more consistent you are with this type of approach, with your training application, the more consistent you are, the adaptations you'll make. So if you're doing hypertrophy variables, you're doing moderate reps to close to failure, you're doing more volume, you're doing more training frequency per week, you are going to, over the long term, if you're eating properly and resting properly, you'll build more muscle. If you do more endurance type exercise, you'll build more endurance. If you do more cardiovascular type training, you'll build more cardiovascular benefits and cardiovascular adaptations. And if you're doing all of them, you might get a little bit in all of them, but you won't excel in any one area. You'll kind of get a little bit of some benefits, but you won't necessarily excel with physique or excel with strength or excel with endurance. You'll kind of dabble, and those are a little bit more higher risk, and you can't go quite as intense on each one, and you're not going to make as much progress in each one because your body likes to specify. Your body likes to specify in terms of how much progress you want to make. We're oftentimes doing too much variety in our training and having these altruistic expectations where we think we're going to get amazing results in each single category. It doesn't work like that. Your body will excel wherever you put the most effort. If you're spreading your effort wide, you might get some skills in all areas, but you're not going to excel per se in any one specific area. Focus more on mobility, you'll get a lot more mobility. Focus a lot on strength, you get a lot more strength. But you focus on strength and mobility, the mobility can assist your strength, but if you're splitting it 50-50, you need to give a lot of your attention to one of these areas. So the more you add to your spectrum of training, the more you're going to be diluted. And people are changing their variety up too much. You're doing too much random shit. You need to give your body a chance to adapt. And just doing something for 3 weeks, the famous thing about P90X was every 3 or 4 weeks, it changed the type of stimulus, the order of the exercises, which is fine. That's great. But then it got people thinking that you needed to change every 3 weeks. It kind of got people into thinking you have to change every day or every week or every workout couldn't be the same. You go and you do chest, you have to change up what you're doing for chest every week. You're going for legs, you have to change your leg workout up every week. You're going to see much more progress if you do the same shit for weeks and months in a row. It doesn't have to change every 3 weeks. It doesn't have to change every 2 months, especially if you're seeing progress, and especially if you're taking what you're doing and just enhancing it with some subtle changes. Now, that's where it gets a little bit tricky because variety is good. Adding in this little shock, adding in these little tweaks are good, but it doesn't have to be that much. It doesn't have to be an entirely different workout. It doesn't have to be an entirely different selection of exercises. All you need to do is add another set. All you need to do is maybe shorten up the rest periods. Maybe you need to just add in, let's say, like a drop set or a superset, or you change the order of the exercises that you are already doing. You don't need to, if you're doing squats, lunges, Romanian deadlifts, and hip bridges, you don't have to do fucking sprinting up a hill and then squat jumps and then all these different things. You can do the same exercises and just change the order. Do the lunges first, then do the hip bridges, then do the squats, then do the RDLs. Like you can change the order, and that's a lot of shock. You don't realize in your brain, it doesn't seem like you're changing that much, which is why people overchange. Does that make sense? A lot of people overchange and add over, I'm just making shit up, but over variety, too much variety. People get addicted to doing too much variety. People get addicted to how different their workout is. And then it gets into that delusion where the more random it is, the better it is, or the more effective it is, or I've never done these exercises in my life. This is going to be better for me. Your body's going to get a shock, but it's not going to adapt to that type of training unless you expose it to that type of training for an extended period of time. That's what we call the alarm reaction. That's what we call the shock aspect. So if you never go sailing and you go sailing, all of a sudden your calves and your legs and all these stabilizer muscles from stabilizing, from holding ropes, your forearms might be sore, your shoulder, your back, different stabilizers that you never work are going to be sore because you're on a boat, and you're never on a boat and you never go sailing. So all of a sudden this is going to be different for you. All of a sudden it's going to be a whole new stress. All of a sudden this is going to be all these different coordination and muscles that are working together are going to be working that they never have before. So you're going to be sore from sailing, but it doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're going to be adapted to that. You need to be doing that a couple times a week, for example, or let's say you go sailing every week, and then your muscles will adapt, and then your muscles will start to be able to handle it, and you won't feel as sore. That's how it works. That's literally how it fucking works. Your body needs to adapt. It needs time to adapt. So if you're changing shit every couple days or every day or every workout, you're just shocking your body, but you're not providing your body with that kind of shock regularly enough to get the adaptations from that adjustment. So it's important to add adjustment, but with consistency. Change it up, but keep it that way for a couple of weeks. At least. You can increase the weight. You can increase the difficulty. Those of you that get bored, you say you're getting bored in the gym. It doesn't matter if you're getting bored. It doesn't really matter. You need to do what works. And some exercise you're going to do, you have to forget which exercise you like or dislike, because some exercises work and you need to do them. You need to do the ones that are the most effective. And the most effective exercise, 99.9999 out of whatever 100 million, whatever that is, it's going to be the basics. It's going to be the basic fundamental exercise for a human. Now, there are subtle changes. Maybe you like to squat with your heels elevated more. Maybe you like to do narrow squats or wide squats or dumbbell squats, but a squat is something that every human being should be training. Your variety of the squat, the one that you feel the most, the one that activates it the most for you, that's why there's different exercises. But a squat is great. There's just 100 different varieties and different pieces of equipment you can use to do a squat, that kind of compound movement. Same thing with the row, same thing with the press. There's a lot of different ways you can tweak that, but it's important that you hunt down and figure out which one works best for you. So it's about what you're exposing yourself to, and it's about what you're trying to accomplish. Yeah, people are just fucking bored. You shouldn't be bored with your training. Training's not supposed to be exciting. Everyone says, well, if you enjoy what you're doing, you're going to stick to it more. Yeah, but does it matter? You need to go and do the things you need to do to get results. That needs to be, you're not going to the gym for fun. You're going to like it. Trust me, you're going to like the gym. You're going to like the gym when you get results. You're going to like the gym when you look in the mirror and you look, wow, how I look fucking fantastic. You're going to like the fucking gym. You're going to like it. You're going to fucking like the gym when you get results. But you have to earn those results first, and then you're going to enjoy going to the gym. You're going to enjoy going because you know that's where you go to get fucking shit done. You're going to go to that gym and you're going to see your abs popping out. You're going to see your biceps popping out. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to love the outcome of that because that's why you're going. People love results. They just don't train hard enough to get results. So then they feel like they feel like it needs to be entertaining. Doesn't need to be fucking entertaining. Doesn't need to be entertaining. I'm going to get this hair out of the way now. I owned it for a while. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's see here. There we go. Yep. That's a rebellious piece of hair. Get the fuck over there. There you go, bro. There you go. Now you're sexy. Ooh, look at you. Look at you, Pops. Look at you. What up? What up, Beaches? Beaches. Kiss. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. Variety is good. Don't get me wrong. I put on the board, throw shock. Throw shock. Do it. Do it. Just fucking go to the gym. You want to build your chest. You want to shock the muscles. Just go to the gym and do bench press for 30 fucking sets. You don't need 5 different exercises. Do one and get the most out of it. There's so many great ways to throw shock to the body, but shock is great in context. If you're shocking the body every workout, your body is just constantly in this kind of shock reaction and it doesn't have a chance to adapt because it doesn't know what's coming next. Shock your body, but give it that kind of exposure. And kind of, it's great if you kind of give it like this random shock and then go back to what you were doing and kind of push yourself harder with that same type of formatting, or tweak it, something really good, subtly drastic, subtly maybe just throwing a new exercise, you swap one out. Cool, but then crush that for a few weeks. Give yourself a chance to react to a new change. And if it's a subtle change, you don't necessarily need to keep it like that for weeks and weeks, but your body needs time to adapt. And you can progress it slowly. You can progress super slow, but you need to provide that kind of variety. But I want just everyone to understand that you don't need random fucking variety all the time. You don't need anywhere near as much variety as people put in their workouts. You don't need to do random shit. You have like the same set of exercise. You can change the order, change the sequence, change the volume. That's why I like training twice a week for each body part because you can have more options for variety. You don't do as much per workout, but you can still do that over the course of a 7-day period. So instead of doing one workout for chest, you're doing 2. So instead of doing one workout where you're doing 6 different exercises, do 2 different workouts in the week and each do 3. So you can still get all those workouts in one sitting, but maybe you do 4. So instead of doing 6 in one workout once a week, you can do 8 total for the week, do 4 on one day and 4 on the other. And look, you're getting 2 more exercises in a 7-day period and you're getting 2 more sets or 2 more or 8 or 6 or 5 more sets of volume, whatever it is. So you're increasing the volume in the week, but you're also increasing the frequency, but you're spreading it out over 2 days so you can get more done and try different exercise and play around. Maybe one day of that week can be more of a play around day where you throw in a couple variables and you try some different exercises. But that one day, that first one is where you do basics. You do like bench press, you do incline, you do flat, you do dumbbell, you do like the more mass, and then later on in the week, you do more isolation. There's some different ways you can change the split and your approach to it. But that's why if you're one of those people that quotes gets bored, it's probably not a good idea for you to train body parts once a week, because then you're going to get bored if you keep the same routine. You do it, wait a week, come back around. So you're training it twice a week and you can have more manipulations subtly and then have more shots at the title, you can do it more often. It's good. You have to customize your program to fit your needs. Anything that helps you stick to it. If you're one of those people that gets bored, it depends on why you're getting bored. Maybe you just have to suck it up and stop being such a bitch. Or you just need more variety and you're not really adding that much variety. You don't know enough about program design to manipulate your program and to change it so you feel more inspired when you're training, which is probably the case as well. There you go. Good for you, DS Fitness down south. Started at 330 pounds and 40% body fat 10 weeks ago. So in 10 weeks, you lost 30 pounds and 12% body fat. I would love to see before and after pictures on that, dude. In 2.5 months, you lost 12% body fat. Not calling bullshit, but you sure about that? You sure? You sure? How are you measuring that? That's incredible. Is that like a world record? You built a shitload of muscle mass if you lost just 30 pounds. I don't know. I don't know how you're measuring that, but that's some serious Don't tell me you're doing calipers or you're doing like a handheld thing. Don't tell me that shit. No matter what, as long as if you're seeing great results like that, just keep doing whatever you're doing. That's pretty intense. What we got in the comments now? How are things going in Bulgaria? Oh, my goodness. Oh, we got some shit going down. How we doing, fam? What's up, Facebook? What's up, peeps? You put on 6 pounds of muscle in 2 months? 2.5 months? That's pretty much close to the limit. Yeah, well, most of that's going to be water weight for sure. For sure. Most of at the beginning of any one, but this doesn't, that always comes off as, well, it's mostly water weight, but that's important. You're supposed to lose water weight. You're supposed to lose excess water when you're starting. So if any of you are losing weight, if you're losing weight and someone's like, well, it's mostly water weight, that's a good thing. Like, it's weight that has to come off, but fat doesn't come off as quickly like that. But when you first start dieting, you first start losing, you're going to lose a lot of water weight too, for sure. And of course, when everyone hears those numbers, it's because you have more to lose. Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's fantastic. I'm definitely not knocking it. I always just get skeptical because some people just throw out numbers and they use their phone or they use one of those electronic things and they just hold it and it's like, oh, that's bullshit. It's not accurate. Because you drink a glass of water before you do one, you're wearing a necklace and those things are less accurate because it's electrical impulses and it's just a general guideline. But if you have more weight, then you have more to lose. I think that's where it gets a little bit sketchy for people because we hear about all these amazing weight loss stories. So-and-so lost 100 pounds, someone lost 150. And then it doesn't seem like if you're trying to lose 10, 15 pounds, it doesn't seem like your numbers are that valid or your numbers aren't as exciting because we're so used to hearing these amazing stories where all this weight is lost. And it's like, well, not everyone has that much weight to lose. And if you don't have that much weight to lose, you're not going to lose as fast. If you're not just going to lose 20 pounds, boom. Well, I only have to lose 20 pounds, but you're also closer to your body's ideal weight. So your body isn't just going to fucking just drop extra. Your body remember, fat's your body's stored energy. Your body is trying to put stuff in the bank, save it for a rainy day. Your body doesn't know that there's a supermarket down the street. Your body thinks, hey, we're good right now. I got a little bit extra. That's cool. That's why it takes so much time. You have to train your body to understanding and to learning that there's sustenance around. Like, you have more. This is a choice. This is your environment. If you're always binging or you're going on extreme restrictions and stuff, your body's going to be more like, well, fuck, I don't know if there's going to be food or there's not going to be food. You need to eat quality food, but you need to create that habit. It takes a long time for your body to understand that it doesn't have to store extra fat, that your body can be leaner and be healthier and not have to be worried about getting nutrients. We're just used to caloric excess. That's really what it is. Your body is just fundamentally used to having, think about how different that is, right? Think about how different that is. Let's think about this. Think about how different it is than the way we developed as a species. So our species developed by we talk about, you shouldn't be obsessed with food. You shouldn't be thinking about food all the time. That's what most nutrition professionals will say. They're trying to put their arm around your shoulder. You don't have to be obsessed with food. You don't have to be thinking about food all the time. Our forefathers, our ancestors thought about food all the fucking time. It was always about farming or gathering food or going out and hunting. Food is literally the basis of our existence. It's shelter, it's community, it's water, it's fucking food. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We need food and shelter and water and protection. That's what we need. That's literally what we need. We need food. So we think about food now because it's built into our fucking DNA. It's built into our programming. Our operating system is all about getting food. Where's the food? Do we have food for now? Do we have food for tomorrow? Am I satisfied? Am I hungry? Do I need to be preparing food? Do I need to be going and getting food? We just don't have to go strap on our fur fucking coat, get our musket and go and hunt food. They were in refrigerators. Where do you think you got food from? You had to go and fucking get it. You had to go find it. You had to go fucking find the food. You had to go and get the food. Now we don't have to worry about that. We have food everywhere, but our brains are still wired to be like, do we have food? Do we have enough? Should we get some more food? Should we have more food for tomorrow? How much? Am I satisfied? Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? We're always thinking about it now because that's how we are wired. That's how we are wired. We're designed to be looking for sustenance to survive. But now we just have the supermarkets. Of course, there were markets for thousands of years, but refrigeration is only like, what, 100 years old? You used to have ice boxes and shit, 100 years old. Now we have fridges. We could just keep food for weeks and months and just store it. Didn't used to be like that. Did not used to be like that. We need food now, but we just didn't. We just have it. We have so much access to food. So our brains are wired to always be thinking about food, but now we just have so much. And then we're saying we shouldn't be thinking always about food, but that's what we're programmed to do. We're programmed to always be thinking about food so we have food so we can survive. Weird. Weird how we have this like discrepancy where we're told to stop thinking about food so much, but that's really how we're hardwired. And that's why it's hard to lose weight, because when your body has the privilege of having extra body fat and having extra energy that it can store and save for later, literally, you're storing energy for later. Your body's like, sweet, we got extra. I have someplace we can put this. That way, if we're short on food for a day or two, we're good. We got some survival. But we're like, oh my God, I want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of the fat. Your body's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, hey, easy there. I don't want to get rid of this shit. This is important. We got calories here. This is how we're going to get through when you can't hunt, when you can't shoot that fucking deer tomorrow. When you miss with your bow and arrow that you made from scratch, and it's not really that good, when you miss, we're going to be okay. You're going to be able to survive a couple more days because we got some fat on there. So your body is trying to do that. Your body's trying to save stuff for later, and we're trying to get rid of it. We're like, no, I want to live on the edge. I want to live in close to starvation. I want to live with no backup. And your body's like, well, I don't really know about that. That's why it's okay for you to build muscle and be a little bit leaner. Your body needs fat, but guess what? Your body can also break down muscle tissue. So the reason why you can have some more muscle mass and not so much fat and still be healthy and still be functioning, it's because if your body needs backup, it can eat that lean tissue. If you don't have muscle and you don't have fat, you're going to fucking die. But if you have some extra muscle, your body will break that down. Your body easily. Your body will access that shit super quick. Your body will break down muscle tissue for glycogen, glucose, will break all that shit down. You don't use it, you lose it. It's living tissue. Your body can break that down and use it. So think about that. Next time you're struggling, you're thinking why you can't get rid of that extra body fat. So the situation and the environment you have to put your body in order to convince it to get rid of the extra, it takes time. It's not your body's priority. It's not how we're designed. It's not how we're wired. So what's good? What's good today? Being efficient at storing body fat was an advantage. Now the environment is the opposite, makes it more of a challenge. Exactly. We're not programmed to want to get rid of fat. We're not programmed. Our operating system is from millions of years of evolution of having food scarcity. Now we don't have food scarcity. We have food surplus. And what happens as a result of having a food surplus? We have too many calories. We're intaking too many calories. We have the ability. Our brains want to store food. Our bodies want to store food. We want to get in as much as possible. Now we have the ability to do that. But we're still storing it because our bodies are programmed to have this scarcity mindset, but we live in a surplus environment. Any questions? Right? It's about committing to it. The movements, the exercises, the execution, the program design, these are all details that are kind of getting a little bit more foofy. This is not about evolution anymore. This is about what you want to see in the mirror and how you feel and what's your goal. Your body's goal is survival. Your body's goal is to see tomorrow. Your body's goal is to make sure that the heart is still beating and the organism is alive mañana, tomorrow. That's what your body's goal is. Your goal is I want to see these squares in my midsection a little bit more. I want to see this muscle. I want there to be less fat on top of this muscle. You want to know why it's hard to lose fat on your stomach? Because that's the number one area your body wants to store fat, so it can be accessible to organs and the tissues and the functions that need to survive. So your body puts it right where it needs it. It's not going to put in your big fucking toe. It wants to put it in your midsection, near the organs, near the liver, near the stomach, near the heart, all those things. That's how your body fucking works. And I think that's why people have some success with things like fasting and intermittent fasting. You're mimicking more that scarcity, but it still doesn't go as extreme as like the way our bodies are evolved. Now there's a difference too. Let's say you mimic more what it maybe used to be like a long time ago. You fast for a couple days at a time. But just because your body is designed and capable doesn't mean that's the best way to live a longer, healthier life. So then we're confusing the way our bodies have evolved to be able to survive with what will help us live longer. So just because we can go 3 to 4 days without food and survive, and that's the way we've evolved, doesn't mean that doing that now with all our technology and our ability doesn't mean that's the best way to live longer. Maybe that is just a survival mechanism. It's possible, but we don't want to sustain that for a long period of time because human beings didn't live that long a long time ago. We didn't have modern medicine. But so maybe it's okay if we don't have a lot of food, we have the ability to survive, but maybe that's not a good thing to force our bodies into. It's just a byproduct of being on this earth. So we have to kind of cross-check that and try different things because we have the ability to have a surplus and to have excess and to never be hungry. And we have the ability to practice some type of fasting and be hungry. But where's that happy medium that's going to help us live longer, more efficiently? Just because we're designed or we're capable doesn't mean that's the best way to live longer. So that's where we have these different groups and different camps and different beliefs. But it's important that you manipulate and try different things to be consistent. Consistency is going to win overall. Whatever your program is, whatever your nutrition is, if you're consistent with it, you're going to see better results than someone who has an amazing program, thinks they know everything. Maybe they do know everything, which is impossible, but theoretically, and then they're not consistent with it, it's not going to get results because they're not doing it regularly. And it's all about what you expose your body to regularly, that consistent environmental exposure. What's up, Benny Boo? What's good? Thank you. Thank you. One of the things I love about your podcast is you telling the audience the truth. It takes time. You need to stick to it. It's been a big help to me. A lot of people want to sell something quick. They want to sell a quick fix. Even all my products or services, it's still with the context of you have to learn, you have to practice, you have to develop your skills. Nutrition and training is such a fucking skill. Everyone thinks they're entitled to it just because they have a gym membership or they want to lose weight. You still have to practice losing weight. You still have to practice going to the gym. When you go to the gym, cool, you're learning how to play an instrument, essentially. You're going to suck at the beginning. It's going to feel awkward. Your music is going to sound like trash. You're going to hit a lot of bad notes. And you need to learn and you need to practice the basics. When you first learn an instrument, what do? You play chords over and over again. Piano, boom, boom, boom. You learn G, C, this. You practice. Mary had a little lamb, blah, blah, blah. You play that over and over again. Then you move on to more complicated things. Same thing with lifting. It has to do with volume, with frequency, with training, with complications of exercises, with progressions, but it's just practice. No one likes to think of it as a practice. Like, oh, I want to go to the gym. How come he's so much better than me? How come they're losing more weight? How come they're building more muscle? Because they've been doing it longer and they're practicing longer. You'll never go and wonder why, hey, how come that person plays piano so much better than me? It's because they've been playing for 30 fucking years. What do you expect, you idiot? No one really says that. How come they play piano so well? I can't play piano like that. Because you never practice, Schmendrick. But no one says that, but people think about that in the gym. How come I don't see results? I've been training for a year. Think about how stupid that is. You wonder why you don't have as good results as someone else who's been training for 10, 15 years, and you've been training for 2 years or a year. Hungry fat chick. Is this something that I need to rage about? What is this? Nicocado avocado? What the fuck is that? What are you talking about? What's a Nicocado avocado? Just posted, is that a person? A gross mukbang with the hungry fat chick. I don't know what that sounds like. A lot of fat there. There's an avocado in there. There's a hungry fat chick. Did she eat him? Sounds like a porn. Nico Avocado just posted a gross mukbang with the hungry fat chick. That sounds like food porn. I hate mukbangs. I just posted, silly gamer, I just posted a mukbang IGTV on Instagram. John Jones dealer. There you go. Like drawing. Everyone calls it a gift. It's just practice. It sure is. Some people are more artistic naturally. Some people are more physically. Just like you could be more artistic naturally, you could be better physically. You can just have more skills. Look at any of these like pro athletes. Like LeBron James was naturally athletic, but he practiced his fucking ass off to become LeBron James. You have to really practice. He didn't just, oh, I'm just naturally this awesome basketball player. You have basic skills. You're going to have good height and good coordination, but you have to practice your fucking ass off and train and lift. Fucking, it's not easy. Well, when you think about a year of training, it sounds like, oh, I've been training for a year. You've been practicing for a year. If you practice a sport, you don't get a degree in college. You're not able to get a degree from just passing. Imagine what you think you know, or medical school. Imagine medical school, 1 year and you pass. It's like, no, you got to go for 4 years and you got to do a residency and then you got to do blah. They don't give out MDs for 1 year. Anything is multiple years. Multiple years. It doesn't happen overnight. Let's see. They eat 10,000 calorie meals. No, I know, but I don't know who that Cado person is. I don't know who that fat person. Nico Cado Avocado. I don't know who that is. And she is morbidly obese. Sounds like it. Is this something I need to make a video on? Maybe I do. I think I'll make a video on that. Sounds like something I should make a video on. Sounds like something that is up my alley, if I do say so myself. I just posted a video on mukbangs. Sounds like some nuts on chin. Sounds like they need some more fat. I don't think there's enough fat in that avocado. You need some nuts on those chins. Need some more omega-3s, motherfucker. Well, that's important. 1 year at the gym is a white belt in karate. Think about that, in my opinion, but always have the mentality of a black belt. Well, actually, it's the black belt with the white belt mentality. A black belt should have the mentality of a white belt. You never know everything. Respect your opponents and stuff like that. It's the opposite. But yeah, that's true. Think about martial arts. You don't get a black belt after a year. The fuck out of here. Unless even if you're good enough, I don't think you could test. They wouldn't even let you test for it. Any reputable dojo. You have to put in the time. You have to earn it. You have to earn that shit. Even if you're good enough, you still have to prove it, and you have to prove it with time and effort and discipline. A shady YouTuber. I made videos about I made videos about mukbangers already. Well, we're talking about it right now. I don't know who that is. Eating on camera while talking. Oh, that's true. A black belt is a white belt that never quit. Truth. He's a mess. Nico Cado. Oh, maybe I'll make a video on that. I don't know. Maybe I'll just sit here and be like, yo, what up, beaches? Making a video about this beach. Let's check out this beach. Maybe I'll do like, maybe on the main channel, maybe I'll do a video like this with this camera angle. Should I make a YouTube video like this where I'm just like, yo, what's going on, beach? Look, it just popped up. Why do all that fancy editing? Maybe I'll just do a video like this, like I am right now. This is the podcast, but I thought about doing that on the YouTube channel. I just like to fucking drop something right there. What's going on, beaches? Check out this fucking thing and just pull it up on the screen. Brink. He always cries in his videos. Oh, I gotta check out this fucking jabroni. Make a video about it. He's crying on camera. Sounds like a little bitch. Sounds like a beesh. Maybe I'll make a video on it. We'll see. Anytime there's like mukbangs or nut bangs or something with like excessive caloric intake that's just spreading a shitty message is valid for content. He posts mukbangs and cries when he gains weight. Oh, so he's just an attention whore, providing no value. A beauty drama with the porn girl. Oh, this is getting drama already. This Daily Swole, we're getting dark. My goodness. He's basically ALR. What's ALR? I don't know all these acronyms. What the fuck is ALR? Someone help out with that. And eating to make cash from YouTube. Well, most people that post things on YouTube are there to make. I wouldn't say that. I'm not there to make cash. You make a little bit of money. You get a little bit from ads, but not the videos that I make. I get no love. I get no love from monetization. Advertisers do not feel comfortable posting on my videos. It's like nuts on chin. Maybe I'll have to do something with Planters, some like nut company. They'll be like, hey, let's sponsor. Let's focus on Papa Swole. That'd be smart. If someone that sold nuts ran pre-roll ads on my videos, Oh, Amber. I don't know. Fucking that chick. Goddamn V-Shred ads. Huh. Amberlynn Reed. She has her own fucking acronym. Fuck that. Stupid. 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 Just stupid, man. Just stupid. People are dumb. People are dumb. I love how she has her own acronym. Fucking hell. I don't know. Part of me just wants to fucking pop up here and be like, what's up, Beaches? What's good? What's good? What's good? Thinking about that. Be like, what's going on, Beaches? All right, we got this fucking, we got these fucking mukbangers. These fucking mukbangers. Let's talk mukbang. Let's. His Big Al, his reaction, my reaction is like, fuck that shit. Oh, I thought you were talking about real things. I thought you were talking about something really important. Seems like people frequently, before I answer this question, reminder to everyone that tomorrow is a Sunday Funday Q&A. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. So when we go live, I'll be answering all your questions. No joke. I'll be doing questions on questions on questions on questions tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Sunday Funday Q&A. So don't miss it. Be going live. I'm gonna like that shit. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna make a video. I'll probably just do a video like this. I'll be talking to the camera. I might do some video about that. Whatever you guys just posted. We got the mukbangers. I mean, the mukbang. It's literally for attention. Same thing with the 10,000 calorie challenges. You can call those mukbangs too. I mean, whether it's eating healthy food or just that excess. There's excess indulgence is not a healthy narrative, especially when people are just stuffing their face with just food after food after food, just stuffing fucking face. It's enough. Enough of it. Stop binge eating. No one cares that you can buy and eat and stuff a lot of food. It's the average American's meal is just stuffing fucking face. Just stuffing face. That's what the average person fucking does. Well, I think that's why it attracts attention. It's probably some kind of like Indian or, some like Middle Eastern name, mukbang, some kind of like native indigenous name or something. But it sounds like mukbang. Sounds like porn. Sounds like sex. That's why people do it. That's why people use it. Crazy love story. People frequently recommend full body workouts for novices. Opinion. Yeah. Less volume per body part. That's common sense. That's a common way. You don't want to be doing isolation. It's too much. So if you're a beginner, do full body. That's why I talk about doing yoga for beginners. It's excellent. Yoga is great because it's total body and it works on mobility. It works to stabilize. It helps you with coordination. It's good. It's cardiovascular. It's excellent. I agree, Sabrina. Quote, I don't understand those videos. Why in the hell do I want to watch you stuffing your fucking face and killing yourself in the process? That's a good question. Nobody knows because people like to watch people fucking hurt themselves in terms of like this caloric excess. But that's the thing. People like to see it, but they don't want to admit that you're watching someone eat themselves to death. It's really fucking bad. It's sketchy as shit. That's really what you're doing. That's really what you're watching. It's really what you're watching. That's really what's happening. So we'll see. But I think I want to take a peek at this video and see what the fuck is going on. And I might do that right now, and you might see that today at some point. I don't know, fam. I don't know. What's the deal? What the fuck? What are we doing in society? We're just watching people eat? It's weird. Anyway, let's see how this plays out. Let's see what happens. But what I want to tell you all right now is to make sure that you hit that notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Sunday Funday Q&A-ness. Don't miss it. Looking forward to it. I'll be going deep in the comments. Deep in the fucking comments, and we're gonna go hard tomorrow. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1205 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Thanks for joining me. Let's see, Papa Swoleo, what's going on, you sexy beesh? Hey, Mama, baby girl. Yeah, what's good? Yeah, look at you, you sexy angel. You're fucking delicious. Ain't you a little snack, you cutie pie. So I'll see you tomorrow for episode 1206. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swoleo. Out.
Swole.